Hello everyone, this is Kapil Sinha. I'm the fifth part of the Dialux tutorial, and in this part I'll be covering the artificial lighting. So till now, as you have watched your previous videos, so in those videos I explained particularly about the daylight analysis, but in this part I will be going to uh, tell you the tell you the workflow for the artificial lighting analysis. So as you all know, we are using the same uh, building model for applying the artificial lighting as the previous one. So as I told you earlier also in the tutorial that there are like different toolkits available over here. So these are project construction light. So we have already seen we have seen the use of light scene for the daylight analysis where we have given this light scene. So for now, the first thing to do the artificial light analysis is we will not do first we will do it without daylighting, then we will in the next part we will see the combination with the daylighting plus artificial lighting. So for start I'll just switch off the daylight, so it's no daylight right now. So if there is since there is no daylight right now, there will be no calculation option will be there because we have already include we have closed the daylighting uh, daylight scenes from here. So now what we'll do is we'll go, so for putting the luminaires here, what you have to do is you have to go to the first sequence in the light toolbox. You have to go to the first tool. The first tool is luminaire setting. So here you can see there are different type of luminaire arrangement setting which are available to you. But before going to arrange the luminaires, you have to choose which kind of luminaires you want to assign to a particular project. So for that, uh, if you can see over here, first I will do with the room 4. So room 4 is actually an hall. So I want a wall mounted or a ceiling mounted luminaires for this room so that it can be placed on a grid over here and we can have the analysis. So what you have to do is to choose the luminaire, you have to go to this right now. If you can see here, one luminaire is there because I have already imported, but since in your case it will not be there because you will not be because it doesn't come unless you have imported it from the net. So what I'm doing, I'm just giving you how to import the type of luminaires you want in your project. So for that you go to select. There is a in history whatever the recent luminaire you have used in your project will appear, but you have to go to catalog to choose it from the net, then go to the lume search options. Now as you can see in the lume search option, it will ask you for, there are around 500k different types of luminaires available. So I want for the indoor, so I'll just go to the indoor. In indoor, you the various option like ceiling. So there is a different type of luminaires which you want, ceiling surfaced. So for this case, I'm using a ceiling surface kind of. In ceiling surface, there are option like ceiling surface mounted spot narrow. So different types of luminaires are there. So the ceiling surface mounted, but it should have a diffused lighting. If you are going with this thing, it will have a but later we can see the both option how it varies. So for now I'm using ceiling surface mounted with diffuse lighting. Once you click over here, you will get different types of lighting things. So as you can see over here, this is Philip Maxos Fusion. This is the rating, and if I want this over here, so I'm opening this thing over here. So here if you want to see the detail of this luminaire setting, so you can see it over. This is the light distribution curve over here, uh, then there is a lamp flux, that how what is the flux value, that is 4000 lumens. Efficacy is 157 lumen per watt. CCT is color correct. Temperature is 3000K, and see color rendering is 99. So you have to choose as per your requirements, and system power is 30.5 watts. So I want this luminaire to be used for my room. So I just use this thing and I will send it to Dialux. Once I have signed to Dialux, you can see it will appear over here. Okay, so now I want to use this luminaire in room 4. So what there are, so now there are many options, like once you can draw a rectangular and arrange it over here. One other is draw a polygon and arrange, draw color and arrange. So for now, since it's our first thing, I'll go with the automatic arrange for spaces. Then after this, I'll show how these other options work. So I am using this thing. And once you use automatic arrange, you just have to choose room, and it will choose it will arrange the luminaire according to this room. So let's see, I'm just clicking on this room. Okay, so if you can see it over here, there are total 9 luminaires which are seeing over here. So there are total nine luminaires which are used, and three is on the horizontal layer, horizontal, and three is in the vertical thing. So I'll just select one more time here, and I'll go to the lamp option. Okay, so there are many other options you can see over here. So this is position, where you want to position it, the base position. Then rotation, if you want. Right now it is, or like it is oriented with the horizontally, so you can orient it with vertical also. Like if I want to do vertical, so I'll just, okay, but I want it like this only. So for now, I'll just use this thing. Okay. Now, once the position rotation is over, this is estimate calculator. So for now, what it is showing, target I have fixed as 500. So it is applying as per my target lux levels. But if I want like 100 lux or 1000 lux in this room, so I will put 100 and I'll apply again. So see, this is actually double. It's more than double. Earlier it was 20 luminaire. Now earlier it was 9 luminaire. Now it is 20 luminaires. Luminaires are in this room. But this target of 1000 lux will be very high. So for now, I'm just keeping 500 lux and applying it. Again, it will become 9 luminaires. Now there is a type how to plan your luminaire. So this is like based on your illuminance level. So right now my target is to get an average illuminance of 500 lux. But if you want like to maintain uniformity, like area where you need uniform lighting, like if it's a classroom, then you need a uniform lighting. If it's a operation theater, you need a uniformity. But since it's a normal hall, I'm not, so I'm just doing it with the illuminance level. But if you I want in uniformity, it will again get changed. So right now with 18 illuminaires, it will become uniformly distributed lighting in this room. But I don't want in terms of uniformity. I want in terms of lux level. So right now I have set the current is 500 lux, and current also coming is 500 lux. Okay. This is for the estimator calculator. Now this is again for the photometric data. Photometric data is like related to your luminaire setting. So right now each load is having 30.5 watt and luminous efficacy is 157 lumens per watt. Here you can change the what kind of this thing is there. So if now again is the mounting type. Since it's a surface mounted lighting, surface mounted mounting height is 3 meters above the ground. Light centered height is 2.4144. Okay, so I just want to see in a sectional view so that I can see how it is arranged over here. So I'll just go to my sectional view. Okay, so as you can see over here in this view, these are your luminaires, what we were seeing over here. So I just want to just see what is the distribution curve. So what I can do is I can go over here and I can just put the light distribution curve on. So once you put the light distribution curve on, like see its curve is like a oval kind of shape. It's since it's a diffused light, so it is coming like in this view. Okay, and this, if you want to just see the what is the L means alignment of your lighting. So this is I think it's done. So I'll just go back to the plan mode now. So it, you can see over here that this is the arrangement of the light, which is automatically done by the software based on your target values. Once this is over, now position, I don't want to change any position again. So mounting type also I have done. This is like for energy consumption. Polygon I don't have to do. Now what I'll do is I'll just render this scene and see what it is showing with this values. So I'll just run my simulation. Okay, as you can see this, since we haven't applied luminaire over here, so it is showing uh, there is no light over here, but here you can see the lighting is over here in this room. Now I'll just go to the 3D mode and I can just see it from room 4. Okay, so this is our room, which is illuminated by nine rectangular luminaires. You can see it over here like this. Okay, so I'm just switching this off for now. Okay, so this is the lighting level right now we are seeing. And if I'm opening this in this plan, so as you can see over here, this around this area, this is 700 lux, and you can see the detail over here. So average is 505 lux. Our target was 500 lux. So minimum is 231, maximum is 715 lux over in this area. Okay, so this is the basic arrangement, how to just see. Now there is one more thing I just want to show, that since it's a uh, all the luminaires are on, so I want a combination of luminaires to be on at certain point of time, just to see whether at means I can switch it off on and off according to our need. So I will group the luminaire so that each setting I means each scenes I can have a different kind of lighting arrangement. So for this, what I'll do is I'll just make a group setting for the luminaires. So to create a group setting, you have to go to the light scenes. Now I'll just you have to just group this thing. Okay, so I am just group. So I have this thing over here. So I am making as this thing is as the light group 1, and I'll make another group also. Like, so for making another group, what you have to do is you have to remove this thing, remove some of the from the, so to select the group 1, what I am doing is I am just selecting some of the luminaires to put in group 1. So this one, this one, this one, and this one, I'm putting it in group 1. Okay, okay, so right now in this group there are 4 luminaires, 1 2 3 4. Now again I am creating one more group, that is group 2. In group 2 I'll put the rest of the things. So this one, this one, I'll just put this in this one. So there are 5 luminaire in this one. So if you'll see, this one has this 4, 1 2 3 4, and in this one this is 1 2 3 4. Now what I'll do is I'll just re-render this thing again. Now once this is rendered, I'll switch off the group 1 lighting. Okay, I'm just switching. This is actually the dimming control. So if either you can dim it or you can switch it off. So I'm just switching it off like this. It's switched off. So if I'm switching off the group 1, what will be the light distribution over here? So you can see it over here. See, it got changed. So if you'll see in the 3D how it is there, see these lightings are actually working now. As you can see, this 1, 2, 3, 4 is working. So if you are maintaining a group of luminaires of this, so your average illuminance is coming to 271 lux. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll just switch off these, switch on the other group and switch off the other group. So now I'll just refresh it. So see, now I have 4 luminaires which are working. So right now the average luminance level is coming to 234 lux. So you can group your luminaires according to the need in the room. So if you want both to be on and you want the appropriate lighting level, then switch on all the lights. So it is coming, all the lights are on and the average illuminance level is 505 lux. If you want, like if you want to dim the 5 like to the 50% level, again you can just see the other rest are dim. Like now you are getting an average of, again if you are switching it off, so it will get switched off and you are remain with a 234 and your only 4 luminaire will be on. Okay, so this is like how to arrange your different kind of lighting arrangement. When you have this kind of lighting arrangement on, then your or 4 will be on and other 5s are off, so you'll get a lighting level contour like this. If you are switching it this on and off, you'll the contour will get changed. Okay, so this is for putting levels in different groups. Now again we will go to the 3D and I'll just change the luminaire type now and we'll see how it got changed. Okay, so for this what I'll do, I'll select all the luminaires, I'll go to the light scene and I will go to replace all the luminaire of this type. Okay, so I want the luminaire, so I have some luminaires with me. So what I'll do is I'll use this luminaire now. So what's the difference? So what how can I do is I'll just compare those. I can compare my, like I can compare which all things to be compared. Okay, so this is the one lighting. Again I'll just select the another one and I'll compare both of them now. So see, now here you can compare. So if you are seeing, we were using this kind of luminaire for our exercise till now, which was having a diffused light, since the lighting distribution curve is like a oval. Here you can see it is not diffused, like a spot, rectangular spot in the, so and the luminance flux is 400 lumens. Here you have 5700 lumens and it is of 45 watts. So for now I am changing it to this. Okay, so this is for comparison. Again I'll go back to this thing and I'll change it. Since I have select, I'll replace with this one. Okay, apply. For now the result will be invalid because, okay, since as you can see in the here, okay, see, earlier it was having a diffuse lighting, but here, if you can see over here, it has changed. Now again, I want to reposition some of the things that if I'm not liking the reposition, since if you can see this, things are overlapping. So here it will, like if I'm going to see, there will be an overlap of the lighting since it is having over the distance over here. So what I'll do is I'll go to the plan. This is the old result. So what I'll do is I'll just re-simulate once again so that it will get changed, because we have changed the luminaire. So luminance efficacy is different, luminance intensity is different in this case of luminaire. So see, it got changed. Now what I want is I want to just see the estimated calculator right now. See, since that right now if you see, right now there is a total luminance of is coming of 686. So what I want is I want to just remove, or I can just reposition these things. So for repositioning, what you can do is I can reposition my luminaires in, like by dragging over here, by dragging toward this side. Okay, So as per our requirement, we can do it. So this is like how to replace your luminaires. Okay, now again I'll just show you the 3D how it is. See, right now also, now the with this one it is coming 362, but if I'm switching it, like I'm switching it both the luminaires, and now see what is the limit. See it now, the average has become more 679 lux. Earlier it was coming around 515 lux, but now it has increased. See, and the this curve, this lighting distribution has also changed. Now earlier we were using a diffused lighting, so there was no spot was visible, but now the spots are visible over here. So as I told you that if you can see it from over here, like if by selecting this thing, how it is distributing the light. Yeah. See how this is how the light is distributed in this room. So okay, this is the setting for your artificial luminance, how it changes with the thing. So this thing is now, I think this thing we have completed. Now what we will do is we will put a different luminaire in the different this room one. We will try with the, and here we have arranged automatically. Here we will try to arrange by ourselves. Okay. So for this room, what I'll do is I'll create one more new scene just to make a different group. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a new scene for a new space. So I'm just creating a new scene. Okay. This is for room scene 5 for room 1 only. So I'll go to this. Now again I'll go to the luminaire setting. I want this here. I want like pendant kind of light. So there is this kind or this kind. I have a pendant arrangement. So I'll just click this one. This one, and I'll put individual one. First, I'll try to put individual luminaire. So what I'll put is I'll put just over the table here. Okay. So I'll just rearrange this thing in top of the table. I can just see it from my view. See, it is the table and it is over here. It is suspended from the top. So if I want suspension to be more, what I'll do is I'll just increase the suspension length because I want this to be on this table. So what I'll do is I'll just suspend it to 1 meter. It is actually more, so I'll just suspend to 0.7. This is enough. Now I'll just want to see this thing in 3D how it is coming. So I'll just go to room 1. See over here. This is actually suspended lighting. So it is suspended from the top. Now it is better visible. Okay. I just want to see this how this one luminaire is impacting to the room. So what I'll do is with this one room only, I'll just try to simulate it with the one room only. So I'll just go to I'll just go to ground floor, and again I'll simulate. Just wait for simulation. It will simulate. See, what I did is I am simulating whole room, but I don't want to be whole room to be simulated here. So what because this is only scene 1. So what I can do is I can also select that right now I have simulated entire scene, but I don't want, like if you want fast rendering to be done, so you can you can calculate for a single scene also. That I'll just show you now. Once this thing, I'll explain after this thing. So right now, if you can see in the room 1, there is 65 lux is the average, and maximum is 403. So if you can see, because we have just put a luminaire over here in 3D, if you want to see, I'll just switch off this work plane for now. Okay, so as you can see here, only this is getting a good amount of light. And if you want to just see on the table, so it is coming around 400 to 250 lux in this room. And other this thing, you can see this thing is actually dark. So here you can just, with just one luminaire, you can see how it is changing. Now again, I'll go back to the plan and select my light. And again, I'll just copy this thing. So I'll put one more over here. See in this view is better. Yeah. So as you can see, there are two luminaires right now. So you can arrange your luminaires as per your thing. So I'll just select both of them for now. And I'll just bring this luminaire little nearer to this one. So for to do this, what you have to do is just select this, and this is for move tool. So I'll just bring near to this. Now I'm selecting both of them. Okay. Now what I'll show is you is now we'll go back to the plan and see both of them. So this is actually the present arrangement. As I was telling you that right now this simulation is for the entire project, but I only want like scene 5 to be computed. So what I can do is I can just, I'll just, okay, let it this thing happen. I'll just show you once again. Okay, so as you can see with the two lights, what is the level? I'll just switch off this thing. See what is the lighting over here. And there is one more option to see the more detailed view. So you can just click it over here and you can have the false show. So you can see in whole room how it is showing. As in whole room, what is the lighting level in all the surfaces. I'll just switch this off and I can switch it on so you can see that the light distribution curve also. This. Okay. Now coming back, I'll just show you how to just simulate one scene. You have to discard. I am just discarding and go to setting, set the calculation to fast, and I am only active means only the in this scene only the selected room or the only light in the room will only be get solved. So right now there is we have selected room 1 scene 5. So for now if I'm here, only this scene will get calculated. So in this case the calculation will be little faster because I'm not doing for the whole project, I'm just doing for this room. So as you can see, this is actually fast, and I can just see the overview again, how it is shown. Same thing, you can group here and change the different setting, can dim the light. So if I'm over here, like I can go to the scene, I can dim my light to 50%. Okay, when I dim my light to 50%, see the average becomes less. It is 66. When I'm putting it on the full, again it will increase to 132. So similar thing, you can just see and change your luminaire setting according to your need for that room. So this is the thing for the lighting analysis, artificial lighting analysis. There is an option you can explore with the combination of daylight and artificial lighting. But for now, I'll just conclude with this. Uh, with, I'll just conclude with this uh, lighting levels. So these are, if I want to just see scene 1, it will be visible. because and scene 5 this is actually visible. So this is the like daylight artificial lighting arrangement. How can you do it on Dialux? So thank you for this.